CSP 99.5 FM. Speaker of the truth for the voices of the youth.
Good day, Philippines. I am Ezekiel Magnaye.
And I am Edward Bokilon.
Together, we'll keep you informed on the most pressing political, cultural, and social issues from around the world.
Stay with us and bring you to the latest international headlines, shaping nations and impacting lives.
Political news. In a significant development, President Donald Trump announced on March 7, 2025 that he is strongly considering implementing extensive banking sanctions, the additional penalties and tariffs on Russia. These measures aim to pressure Moscow into agreeing to a ceasefire and peace agreement with Ukraine as the conflict continues to escalate.
This announcement comes amid heightened tension in Eastern Europe. Yiv is seeking further details on Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni's proposal to extend NATO's mutual defense to Ukraine without full membership or peacekeeping troops. Support for Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky has surged by 10 percentage points following recent tension with the United States.
European leaders are expressing concern over reduced U.S. security guarantees. Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk has proposed conditional changes to ensure 4% GDP defense spending, reflecting the region's apprehension. Meanwhile, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has voiced support for a ceasefire in the air and the sea in Ukraine.
France is set to host defense talks next week to coordinate support for Ukraine. This discussion underscored the international community's efforts to address the ongoing crisis and seek peaceful resolution.
Social news. Following International Women's Day, activists in Mexico continue to voice concerns over potential setbacks in women's rights. Despite recent progress under President Claudia Sheinbaum, the country's first female president challenges remain.
Since taking office in October, President Sheinbaum has introduced constitutional reforms to tackle the gender pay gap, enhance political representation, and strengthen criminal justice. However, budget cuts are threatening support service for victims of domestic violence. The National Shelter Network reported a 4% funding reduction, affecting nearly 11,000 people this year.
Additionally, a planned judicial reform proposing the election of judges by popular vote has raised concerns. Activists fear this may undermine progress in handling femicide cases. The dissolution of the U.S. agency USAID has also posed program aiding investigation into gender-based crimes.
With over 500 women killed in Mexico in the first month of 2025, activists stress the need for continued vigilance and action to protect women's rights amidst economic and political pressures. Although International Women's Day has passed, these concerns remain at the forefront discussion, urging policymakers to take decisive action. Cultural news. The show played in Kennedy Center in 2018 during Trump's first administration and again in 2022 when Joe Biden was president. It was scheduled again March 3, April 26, 2026. Those plans are now off. Tickets had yet to go on sale.
We are not acting against his administration, but against the partisan policies of the Kennedy Center as a result of his recent takeover. It is said by the seller, we are not acting against his administration, but against the partisan policies of the Kennedy Center as a result of his recent takeover. These actions bring a new spirit of partisanship to the national treasure that is the Kennedy Center.
The Kennedy Center has been appealed since Trump forced out the center's leadership and took over as a chair of the Board of Trustees. His decision to be is part of broad campaign against woke culture.
Political news. We begin with a major political development. The National Bureau of Investigation, or NBI, has filed criminal complaints against Vice President Sara Duterte for sedition and grave threats.
The case stems from allegations that Duterte threatened to have President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. assassinated if there was an attempt on her life. The Department of Justice, or DOJ, is now reviewing the complaint to determine whether it will proceed to court.
We will keep you updated on further development.
Meanwhile, security concerns are rising as 5 Chinese nationals were arrested for illegal espionage near a Philippine Navy facility in South China Sea.
Authorities seized drones and sensitive naval images from the suspects, raising further suspicions. Investigation also revealed that they had donated money and vehicles to local police forces.
In response, China has denied involvement, calling the allegations a smear campaign. Meanwhile, the Philippine government is tightening security in key naval areas to prevent potential threats.
In a shocking crime case, Philippine police rescued a kidnapped Chinese student whose captors cut off one of his fingers to demand ransom.
After failing to collect the ransom, the kidnappers abandoned the victim. Authorities are now tracking down those responsible for this gruesome act.
Cultural news. Filipino creativity is set to take center stage at the upcoming Manila Art Expo 2025, which will showcase traditional Filipino weaving, sculpture, and digital art.
This year's theme, Roots and Innovation, highlights the blend of cultural heritage and modern artistic expression. The event is expected to draw both local and international art enthusiasts.
One of the Philippines' most colorful festival, the Pahiyas Festival, is set to bring life and color to Lokban, Quezon once again.
Visitors can expect vibrant typing decorations, delicious local delicacies, and lively street performances as the town celebrates a bountiful harvest. Organizers project a surge in tourists, providing a boost to local businesses in the tourist industry. And that is all for today's top national stories, covering politics, social issues, and cultural highlights.
Stay informed and connected, Philippines. I am Giovanni Hadisala.
And I am Sofia Tignon. Thank you for tuning in to CSP 99.5 FM. Until next time, keep watching and keep listening. CSP 99.5. Good day, Surigao. You're listening again to CSP 99.5 FM. But before anything else, I'm Sweet Lospe. And I'm Adrian Fe Azarcon. And together, we are ready to bring you the most latest and reliable news you deserve. Political news. In Surigao City, in a large-scale prayer rally in support of former President Rodrigo Duterte, and gathering held on March 12, 2025, drew a substantial crowd filling the designated area and spilling into surrounding streets. Early estimates suggest an attendance in the thousands. There was one of fervent support and shared sentiment. Many attendees carried banners and signs expressing their gratitude for the former president's leadership, highlighting specific policies or achievements they felt benefited the region. Common themes included economic development, law and order, and the former president's strong stance on national issues. The prayer rally was organized. The event was largely peaceful and concluded without incident. Law enforcement was present to ensure public safety and manage traffic flow. This demonstration of support underscores the enduring influence of former president in his home region. Political analysis will be closely examining the implications of this large-scale show of public sentiment. We'll continue to monitor developments and provide further updates as they become available. Now onto the other news. Social news. In a bold move, police arrested 21 members of Federal Tribal Government of the Philippines, FTGP, include its leaders in Barangay Sabang, Surigao City on Thursday morning. Among those taken into custody were Jorgeto Corpus Santisas, alias Dato Adlao, and prominent figures Baylor Des Latraca Infante and Esther Santisas, all facing charges of usurpation of authority. Alongside them, authorities also detained 9 minors, a senior citizen, and 2 breastfeeding mothers, who are now under the care of the city's Social Welfare Office.
Mayor Pablo Ives Dumlao II made it clear, Surigao will not stand for deception or unlawful action that endanger our peace. Meanwhile, Police Chief Altico Mariano Lutban confirmed more arrests are in the pipeline as the group faces serious charges, including illegal recruitment, human trafficking, and violation of the Cybercrime Act.
This arrest follows the FTGP's alarming actions just weeks ago, when they locked down local businesses and claimed ancestral lands, leaving the communities shaken. The National Commission on Indigenous Peoples has condemned the group, calling them fraudulent cultural news. What an incredible end to National Arts Month 2025. The City Gymnasium was alive with energy as we celebrated creativity and talent, showcasing the spirit of Ano Nang Sining, Diwa at Damdamin, the soul of Surigao's youth.
It was hosted by the city government with key figures like Mayor Dumlao and City Administrator Atty. Parenas. The event featured breathtaking performances, and the winners, drum roll please.
For the inter-school folk dance competition, congratulations to Clemento Viges, Memorial Central Elementary School, our champions. A big shout out to Anomar and Bonifacio Elementary for securing first and second place.
In the OPM singing contest, Eliza Cassandra Kayangan from Surigao del Norte National High School claimed victory, with Decant Donoso and Nika Maglahos following close behind.
It was a night to remember, highlighting the brilliance and passions of Surigao's young talents. National Arts Month may have wrapped up, but the arts and creativity live on in our hearts all year long.
Storybox Audio.
Feeling thirsty? Need a fun with a refreshing drink? Mogo Mogo has got you covered. With real fruit juice and chewy nata de coco, every sip is an adventure.
Enjoy the taste while staying updated with, says P99.5 FM. Tune in now and grab a Mogo Mogo today.
Stay cool with Mogo Mogo.
Class, can anyone tell me why staying informed is important?
So we know what's happening in the world.
So we can make better decisions.
Exactly. That's why CSP 99.5 FM brings you the latest international, national, and local news to keep you aware, prepared, and empowered.
That means no fake news?
Only real facts, real story, and real impact. So class, where do we go for reliable news?
CSP 99.5 FM. Stay informed.
Stay ahead.
Tune in now, don't miss a beat. News that's fresh and complete. Globally, we're all inside. Breaking news all the time. We bring the world straight to you. Loud and clear, trust the name.
CSP 99.5 FM. And that's a wrap from our advertising team. I am Lia Togong Minglana.
I am Princess Pastor.
I am Pia Romero.
I'm Lucelle Sarmiento.
And I'm Josh Serna.
And we are your commercial announcers.
And that's all for today's airing. I'm Ezekiel Magnaye.
I am Edward Bertilon.
And I am Sophia Bitmon.
And I am Giovanni Hajisala.
I'm Sweet Lospe. I'm Adrian Azarcon.
And we are your news anchors. And together we will always bring the advocates of truth from this station and delivering and safeguarding truth for all. This is the CSP 99.5 FM Live. Good day, everyone.